So our fridge here. Just a few because we are at the end of the. To give you an idea, this would be around 15-20 kilos.
Yes.
We do around 600 per week. Truffles, when they arrive, they are full of soil.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we put here, there is water, air,
Yeah.
to take out 60-70% of the soil. Then we put in a machine with a scout, and then we finish one by one. Clean the oil, then we dry, and we ship ready to use. So the building downstairs, we do chocolate, upstairs, pasta, sauces.
Okay.
Now the normal sugar we put in this machine to make sugar powder.
Sugar powder. Okay.
They go up and down very quick
Yeah.
and become powder because all the sugar powder you buy in the market contain starch.
Yeah.
They
Ah.
use the starch to preserve it.
Yeah.
The starch attracts the humidity.
Yeah.
So if I put a chocolate with the sugar around and it attracts the humidity, it becomes a problem to preserve the chocolate because of the water. Here we stock the chocolate. So these are dark chocolate, white chocolate, and cocoa mass. Cocoa mass is the part of the chocolate without the cocoa butter. All these cubes
Yeah.
are very cold because there is water, 45 degrees,
45 degrees.
because the chocolate has to stay liquid.
Yeah.
And this is the right temperature to keep mixed the cacao butter with the chocolate.
Okay.
When you buy the chocolate, you go on the beach, you
Yeah.
forget the chocolate on the car, then you put in the fridge, it become white.
Yeah.
It's the cacao butter that come out.
Yes.
Okay? So if you keep at this temperature, you keep them well mixed. Then it's hotter because the chocolate is liquid. Before to go in the other room, it go here.
Yeah.
This is a magnet
Magnet.
to keep pieces of iron.
Oh.
If there is in the chocolate, we stock here.
Oh.
Okay? Then the chocolate go in the other rooms. Then we have the white chocolate on the dark chocolate from the room,
Yes.
and this is hazelnut paste.
Yes.
Okay, so we put here chocolate, the sugar, the pieces of hazelnut, and we mix.
Yeah.
We mix with the machine, and we put in a fridge. Right? Anyway, we leave the chocolate here outside empty.
Yeah.
One night.
Yes.
Oh, one night.
The day after we have a 300 kilo chocolate
Yes.
with hazelnut pieces. And it's perfect. Very
Yeah.
well made. This one we bring back in the machine and we break it.
Breaks.
We break the chocolate to obtain flour
Yeah.
that we put into this machine.
Yeah.
This machine pressing chocolate and cutting. You see? This one we never see are 14 grams double size. Okay. So are cut. Then the chocolate. So this one are the chocolate after the cacao powder. Then, as they are pressed, they are a little bit softer because during the press it becomes hotter.
Okay.
So another fridge.
Cool. Make it look more
more from
Artisan.
industrial,
Look,
more
the-
round.
Artisan, more round.
Okay, you see this one is a metal detector. If there is a piece of some metal, get it? Found a metal?
Yes.
You see my metal? The chocolate with the metal is here.
Yes.
Now it's safe, it closes by itself, and the line go ahead. Then at the end of the night, the day, we take one by one to see which is the problem. Okay, all our products are under X-ray.
Wow.
All the products, all the substance.
Wow.
This one turn this part turn the chocolate, and that machine put the paper.
Put the paper.
Okay.
Okay.
This machine make 250 chocolate per minute. Per minute, 250 chocolate. The second one, 250.
Yeah.
So the total production is 500 per minute. You can try one.
Try it.
These are big size.
Wow.
Mandorle, okay, almond, or these are usually almond or hazelnut paste.
Almond or hazelnut paste.
Here we do pasta, okay, but these are dryer. The dryer we do this one with the pasta on top. Telai, pescatori. So
Then
here we put the pasta,
to dry.
and the air come out from the holes.
Yeah.
So everything has the same amount of
side,
air. And how we do it? We do. Here we mix semolina,
Yeah.
eggs, and truffle.
Okay.
And truffle juice.
Yes.
We put here, it mix,
Yeah.
and we push the pasta through this tube.
Yes.
Usually in the industry, this tube is vertical.
Vertical. Okay.
They press and they put here the trafila. It's like a cup with the shape of the pasta. Fusilli, penne, spaghetti. So they press, the pasta come down, and there is a knife that cut.
Yes, yes.
We do like this. First, sorry, ho fatto fare spettacolare. This is glicolo etilenico. Is the liquid inside of the fridge. Okay?
Yes.
To cool the fridge.
Yeah.
So we cool this part of the tube. Very cool, 2-3 degrees.
Yeah.
Very cold. So very cold. So when we press the pasta, we don't put anything here. We make a tube of pasta because when you put the trafila, if you press for 2-3 hours, the produce to go in the small holes become very hot, 70-80 degrees. Yeah? We want to keep the pasta cold temperature. So it come up at 7-10 degrees, very cold. It go here. You can see here we make the sheet of the pasta, and then we cut, queste qua sono le imperia, taglierine. We cut the tagliolini or tagliatella shape. The tagliolini come here. At the end there is a knife. This one is a knife that cut the pasta. If we make it very fast, we make short pasta. Okay. Otherwise we do 52
Poi si
centimeters. We take in a half, and they put on the layer, and then we try.
in the dryer.
Here we just fill oil and vinegar. Here.
truffle oil.
Yes, we do too. This one,
smell.
Merano, it's from Imperia. It's 100%
Liguria olive oil used for making truffle oil.
And then we use another one that comes from Umbria, but we use mostly
Sono
salts.
olio.
We use one salt that is a grey salt from Grande. It's a French salt that is not washed, so looks more grey. Contain less sodium and more magnesium. And here it's our where we keep the raw material. So, starting from flour, Molino Grassi. This is
Top
Parma.
product, you know.
This is rice, gallo, mutti, or we have sakla, different things. And very important, this is stuff here. So this one is freeze-dried white truffle.
Okay.
Our truffle in slices.
Yeah.
Then we will try to keep the flavor.
Yeah.
And this is 2018. Okay, it was the 339 days of, so was November.
Okay.
When the truffle is very mature, so very nice color, because here we get what we put inside. If it's not good, what you get is not good. This is Melanosporum.
The black one.
Then some truffle, we can also cut it, make like a cream, and freeze dry, because it's the one we put on the chips. This is 100% summer truffle, nero, brisura, liofilizzato. Is the code. Freeze dried. Brisura are.
You know what is this? Is the white? Is the truffle, the black, lyophilized, extract the water, freeze dry is the technique, and then dry, become powder, and make powder. And this powder they put in their potato chips.
Corn. We do a ketchup with some Marzano tomato and balsamic vinegar from Modena, onion from Tropea. Very different from the normal ketchup. Corn starch, rice starch, maltodextrin. And this is our base. Now you see like this because we don't make pressure, because we don't sell this. What we do, we put the truffle in the can, 3 kilo. Then we warm the can at 120 degrees for 21 minutes. 100 degrees, the water inside of the truffle becomes steam. That's why they do like this. Becomes steam. Then we cool the products, we open, we take out the truffle, and we found half a can of truffle juice. That here we call truffle water. Was the water inside of the truffle. And these are sterilized. We can keep 2-3 years, any bacteria inside. So when there is the truffle season, a part of the truffle are boiled to get the steam and make the juice. This one is used for the pasta instead of water, for a lot of products. Our quail eggs, fresh. We put in a vacuum bags, 40 degrees, 2 minutes, less 1 minute, so we take out, we open the eggs, and then we put in another bags with the truffle juice, and we finish the cooking. When you open, the truffle eggs are black, like very dark and tasty. This is the tomato we buy in brick because are less cooked. So the temperature when they have to cook the tomato go more faster. When you go to do shopping, if you have the same tomato, if you buy the small one, is more tasty because it's less cooked. It's more quick the cooking of the pasteurization. So we use this one. These are 100% tomato from Piacenza. This is a group of growers. Freeze-dried rose petals. We grow here in the back 4,003 of rose.
Rose petal,
We do
freeze dry.
rose petals to put in one chocolate.
This thing is basically like a chart, and it tells you if the temperature has like dropped or anything irregular about the temperature, so then you can check the fridge if there's any like problems.
So we put the ingredients, start the cooking, the mixing, then from the bottom there is we bring here the big pot. So when the produce is ready, we move in the other container. Okay, what happened? The sauce go here.
Go there, yeah.
This is a volumetric, means by volume I can decide how many milliliters, and it works like a syringe.
Yeah.
So it takes 100 milliliter of sauce and press in the jar.
Yeah.
It's like a syringe.
Wow.
I show you normally how it's made the process. When you buy the jars, there could be the risk that during the transport something happens.
Something happens.
Here we control the metal, but it's very difficult to control the glass.
Like in the kitchen, yeah.
So usually, if it's made by hands, like now that are just 3 jars, there is one person that take the jar, put like this.
One by one.
The second one take the jars and add the product.
Physical check.
Consider that after we sterilize, so bacteria we will kill everyone. The only problem could be a piece of glasses.
Yes.
So we did a machinery. Very smart. So we put here the jar.
Yeah.
The jar turns. Go here. When they arrive here, this machine press the jar and turn in the back.
Ah, okay.
In the back, there are hair that clean it, and they put again here. Sofia area.
Okay.
Just, Then put the jar here, open, and the jars go ahead. So these are summer truffles. The jars go here. When the jar is here and touch this part, automatically it stop the jar and put the sauce, and then release.
Okay.
Sometimes we stop again, like tomato sauce, to add olive oil on top, because oxidation. to preserve. Then the jar go ahead. If we are doing can, we take out this one and they go in this machine that close the can, the tin. Otherwise, they do like this. This is the metal detector.
Yeah. Again, you find any possible metal?
Any metal. Oh, there was a metal. Guarda che il metal che li spara tutti. No, it's a bad regulated. So this happens when there is a metal inside. They push away. Don't leave the jars to be closed. So in the morning. Wow. Okay. This is gli occhiali. Ok.
Ecco così si legge.
Oh, sorry. Easy. Easy 316.
Yes.
This one is steel, acciaio.
Yes.
So they put here, they regulate the machinery to find this metal. Then they go on a ferrous, iron, all kind of metals, and we regulate the machine first.
Wow.
And we see, now you see that now it's okay, it's not shaking. But if I put this one, it found the metal, push away.
Okay.
So now we are sure there is no metal and no plastic. So they go ahead. There is this is the steam to make this part more soft, better, easier to close. Okay, the jar here are closed. we have the closed jar. This one we take to put here, okay? Because are ready but not sterilized. We have to sterilize them or pasteurize. Yes. So what the jars we take and we put in the big pots. Okay? These are autoclave. You see maybe there is, okay, here they are doing 10. They put 3 of this one, yeah. They close and they fill of water to pasteurize 85 degrees. Yes. Or steam to sterilize 120 degrees. How it works normally. Okay, so now the temperature, the heat, first has to pass to penetrate the metal. So take time to penetrate. Then it starts to go inside and to warm the products. We put a thermometer in the center of the can, the tin, and we check in the center, that is the part more, the coolest part, because it's cold. So outside is 100, in the middle can be 80. Okay. But we have to check in the middle to kill the bacteria. So when the jar is big, it takes more time. The products outside can be overcooked. Sometimes then, very important, the water helps the penetration of the heat. The fat, milk, butter, parmesan, the fat push away the heat. Don't allow the heat to enter. So in some recipe you can add a little bit of water just to bring the temperature very fast in the middle and cook less the jar. This one is requested by FDA, the American, that has us, they want to print it and seal it here with one responsible for the key. Because they are afraid someone that makes sabotage. And the products are like a bomb. It can be very dangerous. So they has this one. We are working in Wi-Fi with the other office, so they know exactly in this moment with temperature is the jar. And we do by computer. But we also need a paper because the FDA, this one you cannot change. The computer you can change the heat. When we open, this is closed, very safe. When we open, someone explodes because the caps was not perfect, some defect of the jar. So when we open here, it's full of water with our tomato sauce in the jar and also tomato in the water because they break. So we take the jar and we put here. This is a machine with water and soap. It's a cleaner. It washes the jar and at the end there is air that dry the jar. Sometimes, if we don't dry with this machine down, some drops of water can stay here after the washing. When you go to supermarket, usually normal people don't do that, but I do this. You check and you see oxidation, ruggine. Because they left water and during the time there was oxidation. That is not good to see. So that's why we dry it also down. This one is the same machine, very modern. They do everything automatic by iPhone, you can do everything. It's the same, but it's not vertical. You saw that they were placing the jar in a
flat
square
trays,
that we put here. They do the same job. This one is called raining process because it forms like a hot rain that cook the products. The other one, bagno maria. Quantity, we bring the truffle with the soil. Here, we take them, we put here. The truffles start to turn. It's like a lavatrice. Start to turn, and when they arrive here, they are washed 80%. Then there are person here with waters, a small knife, and they start to clean.
If you go online, you can see these.
This one. And they divide according to the size. A small one, 20-50 grams, up to 20, or very big ones. When they arrive at the end, we divide the truffles in different containers. We put in the can, sterilize. Someone, this is a garlic peeler.
Yeah.
So you put the garlic, it start to jump, turn, and here you have peeled garlic, and the peel go there. We put the truffle.
Yeah.
So here we have peeled truffle, and all the skin go there. The skin we put in the can, sterilize, ship to France. All the foie gras truffé, because the peel is very dark, so you can put less truffle, but it's very black, so the consumer see a lot of fun. That's why it's more for industry. Or chef that use the pelure, they also use it. Pasta and sauce. So downstairs we do the chocolate. You still see the freeze dry in laboratory, so you can try something very, very special. And then we go warehouse and we go for lunch. Now we go hunting.
Hunting first.
Yeah, because they are waiting. What time is it? Sorry, it's 12.
12:25.
Okay, it's better if we go.